Well, good morning. Hello, I'm audible.
Yes, sir, you
Prajalp?
are.
Okay, Prajalp. All of you have given a second test, IHP, IHP test number second. Hello. Okay. Thank you, Pritam. What should we take a revision on which chapter? Chapter number 3 and 4. I think on first and second chapter we have taken a revision already, right? Hello. Whether screen is visible?
Yes, sir, visible.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we will take a recap of chapter number 3 and 4. Okay. In chapter number 3, we are discussing regarding the different circuits. Those are used in hydraulics. Very well counterbalancing, splitter and intensifier, and some specific circuit like a clamping circuit and a braking circuit. If we are considering, this will be the diagram, right? It will show the simple hydraulic circuit. Now, what are the different elements of this circuit? Just in this diagram, try to understand a different element of this circuit. Then we will discuss. This arrow it will show the movement of the piston in case of a single acting cylinder. This motion is called as a push force. And this motion, backward motion, is called as a pull force. as we have already studied the different component functions, mechanical operation using the various elements of the hydraulic system, and we are representing that element in the form of symbol in order to draw the circuit. Now, if you are observing this diagram, what is this? This will be the filter. And we हॅलो, एक्सप्लेनेशन ऐकलं का? तोपर्यंत लॉग आउट झालं होतं. प्रज्वल,
Nice. Nice, like explanation.
okay, I will repeat. Is it visible now? Diagram is visible.
Yes, sir.
Please reply. Deep. Okay. This is the basic circuit for the hydraulic system. It consists of different elements like filter, pump, motor, pressure relief, setup valve, pressure gauge, direction control, and cylinder. Cylinder is nothing but the actuator. This is the pressure control valve, pressure relief valve. This is the pump motor, right? Now this is the first position where we can move the piston towards the right hand side. It is called as a push force or actuating position. Where then we are starting the motor pump filter by using this filter. So purified oil, it will be fed to the actuator through this direction control valve. Is it clear? This is a 3/2 direction control valve, and which will be a lever operated. Anybody? प्रेशर रिलीफ वॉल्व कशासाठी यूज करतोय? हाँ, श्रद्धा, what is the function of pressure relief valve? दीपज्योति, tell the answer.
Sir, to reduce excess
Are you there?
pressure.
Dipjyoti, to reduce the excess pressure for which overall system or branch of the system? Hello? What is the difference between pressure reducing valve and pressure relief valve? What is the function of filter? Hello, I'm audible? What is the function of filter? No one can give answer. Yes. What is the function of filter? Okay. To remove the debris or impurities. What is the function of pump? I am audible? Some network issue. I am suffering from network issue. Because that is from Vodafone from last 2. Hello. I am audible? I am audible? Okay. For actuation position, we are supplying the fluid from the pump by using this 3x2 direction control to the actuator. Because of that, this piston it will be moving up outward direction, forward motion. So it is called as a push force. And by shifting the position of a direction control valve, we are actuating this position, second position. Because of that, the supply from the reservoir by using the pump to the actuator, it will be gets blocked, and whatever the fluid which will be present in a left hand side of this actuator piston, it will be drained out to the reservoir. So this is called as a pull force, or it will be called as a normal position, and this will be called as a actuated position. So in this way, basic hydraulic circuits it will work. Now we have to study speed control circuit. It mainly consists of meter in circuit, meter out circuit, and bleed off circuit. Now, what is the main difference between meter in circuit, meter out circuit, and bleed off circuit? Anybody can tell the basic difference of meter in, meter out, and bleed off circuit? Anybody can differentiate these three circuits on the basis of a flow control valve? Okay, Deepjyoti, can you differ? This metering circuit in which flow control valve it will be placed at the inlet side of this actuator or piston. In meter out circuit, we are providing flow control valve at the outlet side of this piston, and in bleed off circuit, we are providing flow control valve at the bypass line of this circuit. This is the major difference, right? म्हणजे मीटर इन सर्किट मध्ये येणारा सिलेंडरला प्रोव्हाइड होणारा फ्लो कंट्रोल केला जातो, आणि मीटर आउट सर्किट मध्ये सिलेंडर मधून बाहेर पडणारा फ्लो कंट्रोल केला जातो. आणि ब्लीड ऑफ सर्किट मध्ये बायपास लाईन मधून फ्लो कंट्रोल केला जातो, जेणेकरून कंट्रोल फ्लो ओव्हरऑल सर्किटला फीड केला जातो. Now this is the metering circuit. Observe the diagram carefully and try to explain how it will be work when piston is advanced and when piston is retracts. You must have to identify different components of the circuit. This will be the reservoir, this will be the pump, motor, pressure relief valve. This will be the solenoid operated 4x2 direction control valve with spring return. This will be the variable flow control valve with inbuilt check valve. Right. This will be the DA. DA means double acting because it is having a 2 port. This piston can be moved forward and backward depending upon the fluid is supplied to the cylinder. Then this will be the return line where we may provide a filter in a return line. Usually the filter it will be provided at a inlet line. Here filter it will be provided at a return line. How it will be actuated? How speed it will be get control? Just observe this diagram. Anybody can explain how metering circuit it will work? We will take attention. A division student, write your roll number. B division student, write your roll number. Student from the B division, write your roll number. Only Pranav. Hello. Oh, no. Are you able to explain the working of metering circuit? What is this? This will be the reservoir, right? When motor is started, pump it will suck the liquid or oil from this reservoir. It is set at a particular pressure for overall the system. That particular pressure is maintained by using this pressure relief valve. It will set the reset pressure by using this direction control valve. This is a solenoid operated 4x2 direction control valve. Why it is called as 4x2? Because it is having a 4 port 1, 2, 3, 4 and 2 positions 1 and this will be the second position. These are the two positions and 4 port. At this pressure using this variable flow control valve, it will allow the particular amount of flow at the inlet of this cylinder. So amount of flow to the cylinder it will be controlled at the inlet. So it is called as a metering circuit. As this pressurized fluid coming from the some amount of fluid, it will be tried to pass through this check valve. But the in upward direction, the flow is to be blocked. This check valve it will act as a non-return valve. It allows the flow only in downward direction. Upward direction flow is to be blocked. Control flow it will be passed to this single acting cylinder because of that piston stroke or extension stroke of the piston. By using the solenoid valve, we can shift the position. So second position come into action. At that time, whatever the pressurized fluid coming from the pump, it will be passed on a B port. Whatever the fluid on the left side of this piston will be come out from the port A. Then it will be tried to move through this flow control valve and this inbuilt check valve. As this flow, it will be flow into this check valve because in a downward direction, this check valve it will allow as a free flow. There will be no resistance or restriction for the flowing fluid. For that purpose, whatever the fluid, oil or liquid coming out from the port A, it will freely pass the reservoir. So in metering circuit, we are control the flow of fluid at the inlet of the cylinder. And in meter out circuit, we are controlling the flow of fluid at the outlet of the cylinder. And in grid off circuit, we can provide the flow control valve at the bypass. Here, this flow control valve, it is at the bypass line. It is at the bypass flow line, right? So in this way we can differentiate meter in, meter out and bleed off circuit, right? तिन्ही मधला डिफरन्स कळतोय? Have you understood the difference between meter in, meter out and bleed off circuit? समजतोय का? ऐकू येते का व्यवस्थित? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Saurabh, are you there? Okay. So in this way, there will be a position of the flow control valve in order to control the flow of the fluid. It may be at the inlet of the cylinder if you are controlling the flow of the fluid. So that speed control circuit is called as a meter in circuit. If you are providing the flow control valve at the outlet line of the cylinder in order to control the speed of the piston, so it will become under the category of a meter out circuit. And in order to control the speed of the piston by providing flow control valve at the bypass line of the circuit, so it will become under the bleed off circuit. Now this will be the regenerative circuit. In regenerative circuit, what change they have made? Instead of passing this return line from the cylinder directly to the reservoir, it will be fed or it will be connected at the outlet of the pump and at the inlet of the डायरेक्शन कंट्रोल here. एरवी काय व्हायचं, ही पोझिशन ऍक्टिव्हेट असेल तर इथून आलेलं फ्लुइड असे येईल, ह्या फ्लो कंट्रोल वाली इकडे येईल, हा पिस्टन राईट साइडला मूव्ह होईल, इकडे जे फ्लुइड आहे ते इथून डायरेक्टली आपण रिझर्व्हायरला पास करतो. त्याच्याऐवजी दॅट फ्लुइड इट विल बी पास at the outlet of the pump and at the inlet of the direction control valve on single active cylinder. म्हणजे ह्याचा उपयोग काय होतो, जे काही फ्लुइड डायरेक्टली ड्रेन आउट होणार होतं त्याचं प्रेशर आपण यूज केलं, रिजनरेट केलं in order to increase the pressure at the inlet of the cylinder. This is a regenerator. This will be the sequencing circuit. Now sequencing circuit त्यासाठी गरजेचं आहे, एखाद्या कंपनीमध्ये एखाद्या प्रॉडक्ट वरती वेगवेगळे ऑपरेशन्स परफॉर्म करावं लागतात आणि whenever you are performing certain operations on object at that time a certain sequence you have to follow. First of all, you have to give the preference for the operation. First you have to complete the first operation and then go for the second operation. So sequencing is essential. Whenever first operation is to be completed, at that time second operation is to be initiated. So sequencing circuit, it is utilized to perform the various operations as per the sequence. That is, after completion of the first operation, second operation it will be initiated. It will be a pressure dependent as well as travel dependent sequence control circuit. म्हणजे पहा आता ह्याच्यामध्ये हा एक ऑब्जेक्ट आहे, सुरुवातीला जे काही पंप कडून फ्लुइड येणार आहे ते इथे फेड होणार, त्याच्यामुळे हा पिस्टन आउटवर्ड साइडला मूव्ह होणार. मग हा एक्स्ट्रीम मोस्ट पोझिशनला पिस्टन इथं आला, पंप कडून आलेला सप्लाय इथं हळूहळू प्रेशर बिल्डअप करतो आणि ठराविक प्रेशर ऍक्टिव्ह झाल्यानंतर हा फ्लो इकडे न जाता तो डायव्हर्ट केला जातो. त्यावेळेस सेकंड ऑपरेशन इनिशिएट केलं जातं. म्हणजे जोपर्यंत हे पहिलं ऑपरेशन कंप्लीट होत नाही तोपर्यंत सेकंड ऑपरेशन इनिशिएट होत नाही. आणि हे जे डॉटेड लाईन मध्ये दाखवले आपण हे सिक्वेन्स कंट्रोल वॉल्व. त्याच्यामध्ये फ्लो कंट्रोल वॉल्व आणि चेक वॉल्व इनबिल्ट आहे. प्रेशर रिलीफ वॉल्व अँड चेक वॉल्व. आता तसंच ह्याच्यामध्ये हे प्रेशरवर डिपेंड ठेवलेलं आहे म्हणून ह्याला प्रेशर डिपेंडेंट आणि ह्याच्यामध्ये ट्रॅव्हल डिपेंडेंट. सर्टन पाथ ट्रॅव्हल झाल्यानंतर हा वॉल्व ऍक्च्युएट होतो आणि सेकंड ऑपरेशन साठी हा फ्लो पाथ कंटिन्यू होतो. म्हणजे दिस सिक्वेन्स सर्किट इट इज अ ट्रॅव्हल डिपेंडेंट. ठराविक अंतर किंवा ठराविक फ्लो पाथ कव्हर केल्यानंतरच सेकंड ऑपरेशन ऍक्च्युएट होतं. Synchronizing with mechanical coupling. In certain operations, we must have to require to move both cylinder with the same motion. At that time, you go for the synchronizing of a mechanical coupling, where we may use the flow divider valve in order to move the cylinder with the same speed. Now, counterbalancing circuit. Counterbalancing circuit, it will be utilized to balance the load which will in a lowering position, right? Load it will be going in a lowering position. At that time you have to fix this load at a particular position. You have to apply the pressure in opposite direction in order to counterbalance that load. For that purpose you are using this counterbalance valve. It will be utilized in lift, right? In order to fix the or stop the lift at a particular location when it will be moving in a downward direction by providing counterbalance force. There are certain circuits, that is a fast approach and slow transfer circuit. That will be different hydraulic circuit used for grinding machine. We are using different kinds of the direction control valve, pilot valve, hydraulic circuit for milling machine, shaping machine, quick return mechanism, it will be provided over here. Then we go for the motors. Cylinders are the linear actuators where we can use the cylinder in order to perform the to and fro motion or linear motion. In order to achieve the rotary motion, we go for the motor. So motors are the rotary actuators. Here, this will be the symbol for the motor. Instead of a cylinder, we go for the motor. This will be the symbol of the motor. It will be unidirectional because it is having a single arrow. It is having two arrows, so it will be bidirectional motor, clockwise, anti-clockwise. So we may apply the flow control valve, right, in order to control the speed of the bidirectional hydraulic motor. This will be bidirectional. It will show the flow control valve with the pressure compensated. Sequencing of a cylinder and motor. See here in this circuit, hydraulic circuit, we are using two types of the actuator. This is the cylinder, it will be a linear actuator, and this is the motor, it will be a rotary actuator. And we can carry out the sequencing of operation. Means when first operation of a cylinder it will be completed, then only the rotary operation is to be performed. म्हणजे पहा सिलेंडरच्या लिनियर मोशन मुळे एखादा ऑब्जेक्ट क्लॅम्प करू. Clamping is achieved by using the cylinder, and drilling operation it will be achieved by this rotary actuator. Means first of all you have to clamp this workpiece. For that purpose you use the cylinder as actuator, and on that clamped workpiece when you have to require to drill a pole of a certain diameter, at that time we go for this second actuator, that is a rotary actuator. By using hydromotor, right, we can drill a hole in that object. The sequencing of the operation is to be performed by using this sequencing circuit. First, we have to clamp, then we have to drill the hole. Braking and replacing operation. In order to apply a certain amount of brake, in order to stop the rotary motion of the motor, at that time braking and replacing operation. These are the certain diagrams where we can use the accumulator, which will perform the different functions with hydraulic circuit. This diagram, it will show accumulator as an emergency power source, accumulator as a shock absorber. Accumulator can be used as a intensifier. This is a clamping circuit. This will be the braking system, hydraulic braking system. Means hydraulic oil or hydraulic liquid. It is used to provide the brake for in case of a four-wheeler or in case of a certain system where you have to reduce the speed of a rotating element. At that time, you go for the hydraulic braking. This will all about the chapter number 3, that is the hydraulic circuit. I will give a brief review on the chapter. If you have any query regarding this chapter, you may ask me personally, right? Anybody have problem regarding this chapter, particular hydraulic circuit? कुठला बीट समजला नाही? रिपीट करावं लागेल. Meter in circuit, meter out circuit, grid out circuit. Then we go for the regenerative circuit. Then we studied counterbalancing, sequencing, clamping. Certain industrial applications of the circuit, right? Anybody have any query? Please ask me personally. Hello, Saurabh, are you there? Saurabh?
Yes, sir.
Saurabh Chavan. Sunil, I am audible? Okay. Have you understood all the hydraulic circuits? Milen?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Anybody can reply? Are you understood all the circuits, hydraulic circuits? Okay. Okay, we'll stop over here for in next lecture. We'll start with the okay, we'll stop over here.